Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to be talking about weird and awesome wonders, an Episcopal cleric's journey through the world of sideshows, circuses, carnivals, and human oddities by William Rauscher. You're probably saying, David, you've done a number of videos based on books by William Rauscher. That is true. I love the man. I love his books. I love his material. Look at the P.T. Barnum poster on the back there. By the way, this book is lavishly illustrated. Let me just flip through so you can see the pictures and illustrations. Just look at that. Look at that. Just fantastic. Now, I will say this is not... I've read many books on the history of the sideshow, on sideshow performers. I love that genre. I love geek magic. I love the idea of eating glass or pounding a nail up your nose. I just love all that sensational stuff. I think audiences do too. I do some of it in my act, and audiences cringe and scream. And I had one audience member say, "When did you go insane, David?" Because it's crazy stuff, you know. But man, they don't. They're not thinking about anything else when they're watching you do that stuff. Believe me, they're paying attention, and so I love it, and so I'm attracted to it, and I'm attracted to these kinds of performers. I love the sideshow, and but this is a very different kind of a telling. Most of the books I've read are typical histories. They start at point A, they go to point B, they tell you about different people with different genres and eras and epochs and so on. This is a very personal journey. Many of the performers that he deals with in here, he actually met personally, or he knew personally, he saw personally. So it's really a first-hand account of the sideshow and the circus, and I found it refreshing. I really did, because he's talking not about something he studied, but he's talking about something he lived. And there's a difference in the tone and the quality of that. It's a spectacular amalgamation of strange and bizarre exhibits, a personal history of the sideshow and the circus. Some of the people he deals with: Waldo, who swallowed and regurgitated live mice; Professor Heckler's Flea Circus. By the way, the Flea Circus, today the Flea Circus is a gimmick thing, for the most part. But in this day, in the early days, the Flea Circus was a flea circus. They used insects. And so did Professor Heckler. So take a look at that for that reason. Hadji Ali, the Egyptian Enigma, who spouted water and kerosene brought up from his stomach. Percilla, the monkey girl. Congo, the jungle creep. The Human Pincushion, who stuck skewers through his body. And he really did. He really did. No kidding. Lillian Leitzel, who fell 45 feet to her death from high above the circus arena. He tells these kinds of stories in graphic and personal and passionate detail. I love the book. By the way, I didn't know that the book exists. I went to a magic flea market. If you ever get to go to a magic flea market, do it. You get the best bargains of the year at the magic flea market. This book was sitting on somebody's table, and I hate to tell you what I paid for it, but it was virtually nothing, and it's worth retail. I mean, retail here is $60. I didn't pay anywhere near $60 for this, but I would have paid twice that much because the book is actually worth twice that much. Folks, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you go out and buy this book. I hope you're interested in the subject. I certainly am. Please subscribe down below if you've not done so already. Please comment. I love your comments. Have a great day, everyone. We'll see you next time.